Happy Thursday, everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the Dollar Hour. I am Deontay Burton, aka Mr. Short Dollar himself. We got an awesome show tonight. We're playing with, I wanted to discuss something, which really is a question that a lot of people ask me over the years. I've been an entrepreneur over 20 years. I've been self-employed, probably around about 100% self-employed, probably about 7 8 years now. And a question I get asked a lot is, when is the right time to leave job for for your business? Because there are a lot of people that went down that road of entrepreneurship and they got their business already started and they're like, hey, I've been sticking my toe in the water. I got this business, but I really don't know where's the point where I should want to leave, my job and everything. And I give anybody knows me, I give advice from a holistic perspective, not necessarily this is in terms of my way is the right way, more so looking at it in terms of, looking at a couple of factors that you may have in regards to income, family, quality of life, peace of mind, those kind of things. Take those factors in consideration and come to a decision making point from there. So that's what I want to discuss tonight. When asked that question, when should I leave my job for my business? We're going to have a great discussion tonight. And but before we get started, I want to say what's up to my office producer, DJ Lab.
What's going on, brothers? Thursday.
Yeah, absolutely.
The best day of the week, right?
Absolutely.
At least that's what they tell us.
Yeah,
that's what we know.
The best
day of the week.
Also, give a shout out to mother producer Slick 316. What's up, Reek?
That's right, in the building.
And then we got a special guest in the studio today. We got one of my junior, got number 4 here, my baby boy William Burton.
That's right.
What's up, William? Baby boy, he's here in the studio. He's not on camera, but we just had a quick discussion. He will be in the future on a couple of shows and stuff like that.
That's right.
Right now, you just got to take care of the homework and everything. But with that said, I think we're going to have a great informational show. So definitely, guys, tune in. Get ready to get locked in for the show.
Mama say hey.
What's up, Mama? What's going on? Tonight, we're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Twitter. But the main hub is the Mr. Short Dollar YouTube channel. We'll be over 700 videos covering finance, entrepreneurship, business and personal finance. And investing. I'm sorry. We have grant players with over 150 active grant opportunities. Even no matter what platform you're looking at, either Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or Twitter, go to Mr. Short Dollar YouTube. That's the main hub. If you have to leave, you can check out this video in its whole entirety. Even if you have to come in later and stuff, you can be able to check it out and take advantage of the great information that we have on the YouTube channel. So with that said, guys, we also have the call in. Feel free to call in if you got any questions in regards to when you should leave your job. If you're debating on leaving your job for your business, you need any insight or get my opinion on what's your best thing for you to do, feel free to call in. The call-in number is 678-740-9894. Again, the call-in number is 678-740-9894. Call in. Again, if you have any questions, want to add anything to the discussion, feel free to call in. So again, we're talking about when should you leave your job for your business. Deciding when to leave your job to pursue your own business is a significant decision that depends on several factors. There's no one-size-fits-all answer, as it varies based on your personal circumstances, the nature of business, and the risk tolerance. And what we're going to go over some key factors, key considerations, rather, that I think everybody should look at in regards to if they thinking about leaving their job for their business. And when I want to start off, I can go, with my personal journey. I was in corporate America over 20 years, and even when I left, when I decided to leave my job, I had been in my job 15 years, and it was a perfect situation for me. Nice plush office downtown Atlanta. Where they moving it? The last 4 years, they had to go in a cubicle. That probably expedited
in the box.
Yeah,
in the box.
That's what kind of expedited me getting the hell out of there for a minute. And everything.
They helped you make a decision.
Yeah.
That you was hesitating on.
Got me in that damn cubicle, but I was cool, and I was making decent amount of money. What's Slick say? I'm a bartender now. Absolutely,
You're a bartender now.
absolutely. Renaissance man. I do it all.
Uh,
You know, I was pretty cool with. I had a nice job downtown, corporate. We was running the salons, the tax business, bookkeeping, all you know, doing the accounting biz. Uh, Starting off with the YouTube properties and everything was going cool and stuff. But this is all prior to my divorce. Everything was cool. I mean, money wise.
mm-hmm.
But my job, man, I wasn't happy.
Mm.
I wasn't happy. I was miserable as hell. And I think and I don't think that's nothing uncommon
Right.
with a lot of people in regards to getting up every morning, hate going to work and everything. The issue comes up is that people hate going to work, but they use the excuse of, well, I got it. What I'm gonna do? I gotta go.
Gotta go to work. Yeah.
Whereas I'm from the school of thought. I don't like anybody controlling my destiny. I like to be in full throttle control of everything I do. And that's one thing I do preach to my kids. Not to go down the road of entrepreneurship, but do what makes you happy.
Mm-hmm.
If you do what makes you happy, that's going to lead to the most success.
Mm-hmm.
And what I had to just sit down to myself and look at, like, even if I wanted to leave, could I leave? And so what I did, I embarked on a really almost a 2-year journey of putting myself in a position where I would say I was make sure I was living lean, where I had the minimal amount of expenses that I could live off of with a family to be able to leave my job. And that's what I did, because my fear of unhappy got greater than my fear of leaving.
Okay.
And a lot of times, that's why I said I think a lot of times people don't get pushed to that brink.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, and that's the same thing with a relationship. You know, it's frightening sometimes to say you got to go leave a relationship, because it's kind of like what your job is. Mm-hmm. You've been in marriage for years, hell, coincidence. Well, you know, my ex-wife left me, hell, so
right.
She made the shit easier. But you know, when you in a situation where when you comfortable, because a lot of times you might hate what you're doing, but you're in your groove.
You'll deal with it. You'll deal with it because you're familiar to you.
Familiar to you, work out with your schedule as far as, say, if you got kids, you can drop them off, pick them up, move this way and everything. So we kind of like in our groove, right? So those kind of things you kind of you sit with, and also you like shit. You sitting there looking. When you get into your situation, your job, you got tunnel vision. So you really don't know what the market is. One of my best friend from childhood, HR director, he's one of them guys. Shout out to my boy Jay Rock, man. Jay, he updates his resume every quarter religiously.
Right.
Religiously does that. And like most people, we don't even pull out a damn resume until
time to
look for a job. Or you got the fear of something coming up. And you really don't know or remember half the time the shit you done did. Or hell, what the hell you do, to say it in selling terms. And when you in your situation, man, you ain't thinking about that kind of stuff. And I think that what happens with a lot of time with people, you wake up, man, you don't really like your job. You don't like what the hell you doing. But you really aren't taking movements. People say, well, I hate this, I do that. But you don't hate it enough to get yourself out of it.
Right.
For whatever reason.
Do you think it's more fear than anything?
It's several reasons.
Fear of the unknown. Like, I got this constant check right here. If I stop that constant check, what my family gonna do?
It's several reasons. Some of them we're gonna talk about today, but it's several. Like I say, it can be that. It can be just a shit like insurance. Like, hey man, look, before I go out there, I got health issues. I got a special needs child. I got my spouse got all kind of ailments and stuff like that going. It's all kind of reasons. You know what I'm saying? So you may sit there and say to yourself, like, look, man, I got so many things that I had to put out, mortgage, car note, this, that, and that. I haven't put myself in a position to have a substitute income or supplemental income to actually cover those kind of things. So that can be a variety of reasons. But when you want to damn leave, you're gonna make a way. That's why I say when your idea, I don't give a damn.
Right.
Get greater than your fear of staying. Shit, man, you gonna do any damn.
So you gonna pop right in, huh?
Man, shit. I'm serious, and that's all of us. You just have not been pushed to that brink.
Oh, okay.
That's all it is. Now, a person that can bump, they don't really necessarily have them fears. But most people do.
Right.
Most people do, because that And I remember I said most people do because most people aren't entrepreneurs moving this, that, and that, right? You know, you got some people that are actually always constantly moving and progressing, da 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 da. It's in their nature. That's not the vast majority of people.
Right.
Most people want to work, take care of their family, enjoy life, cool. And something has to happen, you know, to maybe force them out. I.e., company close, move, this, that, and that, or whatever. Something, you know, to make you do it. But most people aren't going to be on that outside aggressive, progressive, outside progressive track with being aggressive and everything. Most people aren't. You know, you know that's just the reality.
That's where
of
things go.
Exactly. That's why you only have maybe 1 to 2% of the population that are executives. You know what I mean? And you see that just with UAW with the strikes and everything. I'm hearing these people. Me and William have a discussion. I was going the whole process of, you know, looking at profits and losses and stuff. And when I was looking at one of the union reps talking, and I'm not trying to make invalid. I totally get what he's saying. He's saying that we're not getting a raise we want, but the executives are getting millions. But you can justify them getting millions because they're running $1 million damn organization.
Right.
If you're not doing $1 million task, can you justify that? You know, and again, you can want more, they give you more, but they didn't give you what they want. And then the other side of it is where I try to explain, well, me and William were talking. The by far guys will give my opinion, not necessarily what it's a fact.
Right.
But like I was telling William, the other side of that is what? If I increase the cost, which will be the amount I'm paying the employees, if that increases the margin, which is the profit. So we selling it take us $50 to make a call. We sell it for $100, make $50 profit, right? If I turn around and increase everybody pay, we don't went from we don't bump them up $25. So now it costs me $75. Now my profit is $25. You follow me? At the end of the day, that $25 may not be enough to cover overhead or whatever.
Right.
So I got to do what? Increase the price that I'm selling the car for. Now the executive look, can we sell it for that in today's market?
Right.
And so those are the kind of things as the employee you don't see or think about. You don't give a damn. You just know shit, we're making money. But that was what was going on, you know, with Walmart and all the fast foods. The people here, I want a living wage, da 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 da. And what has happened in 10 years? What has happened? So much AI, robot this, they everything has totally changed because at the end of the day, the cost and the price, that's what people have to look at. You can't look at all that what the boss man made. I go to that shit myself. You know what I'm saying? Well, Deontay, you make this, that, and that. I'm always gonna be fair to people, but you can't equate. Again, this people feel how they want to feel about it. And what I tell you, William, you want to get paid more money, you got to get yourself what? More what? More what? One more money, you got to get more what? Yeah, you gonna say it loud.
More skills.
You gotta get more skills. And if you ain't got more skills, you gotta sit there and look at it.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm saying. If I run a multi-million-dollar organization, comparison to not a multi-million-dollar task, I get one to bump, but how does the bump increase at the end? And I just think a lot of times people, that's not knocking nobody, but I just don't think everybody is looking at that.
Right.
And I think that's what it is, you know, just because there's a whole lot more math that's going to go into the equation than feelings.
Yeah.
And so
Alexis Lumpkin Walton said, "Hello, Mr. Burton."
What's up, Nikki? What's up, Nikki?
Put that in there. I just saw it.
I appreciate you tuning in.
Yeah. But I don't think a lot of people realize that even though we are asking for a higher wage, on the other end, you still got people saying, "But I don't want that price to go up."
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I hear people not talking about. I remember when McDonald's, they Big Macs used to be $2.
Well,
now you can't get a meal for less than 20.
And understanding that the decision maker, that's what they're looking at also. So they're looking at like, okay, I get it. You want to get, but this is what's going to have to happen. But we can't do that right now in this economy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We already deal with hyperinflation as it is.
I mean, you think about the cost of a truck. I went to look for a truck, and I got sticker shock. It was $96,000.
Because how can you? I mean, okay, with that mathematically, how can you justify increasing the pay when car sales are going down because interest rates have went up.
Uh-huh.
You see what I'm saying? So all this got to come into effect. But if you and I'm not knocking because I'm not saying
And
that
I think they deserve. I'm with them on that. Like, I want them people like, man, if he making $20 million a year and I'm making $18 an hour, maybe he can give up a little bit of that 20. I mean, he don't need the whole 20. Maybe he can get 18 million. Give us a buck.
what that little boy say? Oh, bullshit. Shit, nah. Call me a tyrant. Call me whatever. Hell, no, what I will say this. I'm all about what's fair. I'm all about what's fair, but shit, don't be counting my damn money. I go through that every year.
People say people say billionaires shouldn't exist.
Huh?
People say billionaires shouldn't exist. They shouldn't exist.
Well, if that's the deal, get rid of the lottery.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just saying, like, just it's not. I don't think it's fair sometimes to look at everybody being greedy capitalists or whatever. Sometimes people work hard; they should be rewarded for it, and everybody got different levels of that, And so that's why I kind of want to have a discussion because from the progressive track, depending on whatever reason you want to leave your job, you want more money, you want more freedom, however it is, but you don't necessarily know where you're in that pendulum in regards to it's time for me to go. I want to go and everything because what I hate to see, I love to see people chase their dreams. I love to see people chase their dreams. You always want to open up that stand. You always want to get that restaurant. You always want to get that club. You always want to do, the press watch landscape. I love seeing it, but I hate seeing people doing shit the wrong way because of things that they did. I.e. greed, i.e. Not being patient, and they got to do it for a little bit. Shit don't work. Now they back where they at, and they more miserable.
Okay.
They're more miserable.
Right. They had to go back to where they was.
Because you ever seen somebody do the blame game? Oh, man, nobody wants to support my business, da. But no, man, you didn't do that. You didn't have a structure together. You know how many people call me all the time, hey, man, you want to do this, as far as getting their business set up and ask questions, but they want to do it their way. If you knew how to do it, you wouldn't have been working from the get-go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about it. It's not an issue sometimes of just ability. It won't. It's a structure. And they go back why the executive get paid that. That's the complicated shit to be sitting there looking at all these different 8 or 9 different balls. This decision going to affect this and affect that, and that. Whereas if you're on a daily basis, and this has nothing to do with your intellect, but on a daily basis, you're just doing this. You're just doing that. And your decisions may affect this, but your decision doesn't affect 100 different things. And so that's why it's a different correlation. Somebody getting paid there. I get it. You got your girlfriend or your mom or something like that getting a bump. That ain't fair.
Right.
When we start looking at, I don't think it's the right thing to do is look at what they making and we making this. So I should get that. People feel how they feel.
Right.
I know how Lab feel. Yeah. But I'm just saying. I just think that it's sometimes it's a reason why certain things are in place because they when push gonna sell, they're the ones that got to eat it. When the decisions don't work right, they got to eat it, and everybody don't want to eat stuff like that.
They get paid to eat it though, so
absolutely. But there you go. You're making my point.
Get paid to eat it.
You're making my point.
Can't feel simply if you're making $20 to $30 million a year.
How many of them CEOs you see out there on Capitol Hill getting their ass grilled, but you getting paid to do it? Like ain't nobody tripping then,
right?
But those kind of things take consideration. So when we start thinking about this, what I want to do again, we're going to talk about some of the key considerations that you should take put in mind in regards to decide when should you leave your job for your business. Again, this is the Dollar Hour. I am Deontay Burton. Right now we're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Twitter. Guys, feel free to call in. We got the phone here, 678-740-9894. Again, 678-740-9894. First consideration is financial stability. You want to ensure that you have financial cushion in place to cover your living expenses, initial business costs. Having savings or an emergency fund can reduce the financial stress during the early stage of your business. Guys, I know me personally. I reduced everything down to the bare minimum. I had in my mind, I knew I wasn't going to do no tripping and vacationing for at least a couple years.
You told me you ain't had no cable for a while.
We went lean. We went lean.
Mm-hmm.
Just got internet and all that kind of stuff and all that, just went lean. And that's my word. My ex-wife might call it bullshit.
Just went lean.
That's at grad school coming out. Got us living like in Stone Age. But I say that to say, you have to sit there and be realistic about how you can make those kind of lifetime adjustments. And the key thing is also, man, knowing, okay, if you mentally ready for it and your family is too, everybody gonna be cool with all that stuff, just all this cost cutting and
reorganization all of a sudden out the blue.
Yeah, following your damn dream and stuff like that. So you gotta kind of, yeah, exactly.
My dream is to watch cable when I come home.
Yeah. And so you gotta be realistic about those kind of things when you have them kind of discussions. Another one is business viability. That's to assess the viability of your business idea. Have you conducted market research? Do you have a solid business plan? Are you confident that your business can generate income to sustain you? Here's the deal, guys. We start talking about from a viability standpoint, what you hope, believe, or want happening, and just being realistic, two whole separate things.
Mm-hmm.
Those are kind of things when you sit there and just sometimes when you look at, I want to open up this restaurant, and you look around, this is what you could afford.
Mm-hmm.
But even though you can afford it, it's been the worst place possible you want to set that restaurant up.
Right. Because you have to do due diligence.
No due diligence. It's in a badass spot. You can't get no kind of traffic there, whatever and stuff. The actual demographic there, they're not gonna support your service or product. None of that stuff is in place, but that's what you could afford.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, man, you just burn up money.
Right.
You might have wait something that's come open. You might have to wait till your duckies get a little bit bigger. You can afford something, that probably would be in a better situation for you. But you gotta be realistic. Mm-hmm. And we talk about that all the time. Everybody don't want to buy your painted turtle shells.
And you didn't even do enough due diligence to know that there's 17 other painted tortoise shell shops, 15 blocks, within a 10-block radius of you.
Absolutely. And there are a lot of things that are really, to me, in saturated markets. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they may thrive, they may not. There are a lot of wing places. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of, I like smoking. There got more cigar spots coming up. It's become a saturated market.
Yeah.
Bars. Everybody, mama got a clothing line.
And a boutique.
Uh-huh. A lot of landscapers, a lot of pressure washers.
Yeah.
Painters. Painters. Every damn thing.
Home improvement guys.
Exactly. So your point of uniqueness is really, oblivious.
Mm-hmm.
It's not there. And so a lot of times I think people just don't sit there and look at it like, you want to do it, but can it thrive? But that doesn't mean you being negative, because that's what happens a lot of times. But folks being honest with you, straight up with you, a lot of times you want to push that shit off and say they being negative.
Oh, they hate. They hate
no.
us.
The person ain't got they not getting anything out of it,
mm-hmm.
right? But you got to be careful when you share your dreams with certain people, because some people can't talk out of stuff real quick. Mm-hmm. I get that part. But if it's a person that's been genuine and true with you most of your life, why now?
Why today?
Yeah, why now? Why all of a sudden now you're hating on me?
Mm-hmm.
You sit there and say, hey, I want to see some counsel, and they throw a couple things at you. I ain't think about it like that.
Right.
Whatever. But that's why I think a lot of folks, and you seen that with unfortunately, kind of like when that whole pandemic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
How many businesses still around? Because they did what they wanted to do, what they would like to do, instead of what was actually needed.
What was right?
Or even viable. That's what just
they didn't fill a void.
Exactly. Because there can be spots where everybody here, go back to the 90s when everybody was selling dope, I guess, on the corner.
Mm-hmm.
There was enough junkies to go around.
Right.
It wasn't else, then you got greeted. You might see some folks, just want to just push these people out. But yeah, just like an endless customer base.
Mm-hmm.
Every time there's gonna be situations like that.
Right. People get smarter, they adjust. They start knowing things. I'm gonna give you a good example. I remember on Martin, when MC Hammer was on there, he was like, hey, I'm gonna give them the food, but I'm gonna rent them spoons. Remember, like when he said that, he said, I'm gonna give them the bowl, the food, and everything for free, but I'm gonna rent them spoons.
I don't remember that episode.
You don't remember that?
Guys, if y'all got any questions about stepping out, starting your own business, you tried it before, it didn't work, please give us a call, share your story, ask your question. 678-740-9894. Again, that's 678-740-9894. That's but Lab, that's that's a tough thing. I think for a lot of people want to come to that realization because what I personally feel is I think a lot of people that I know personally see me, and because they only see maybe a post or something, they Poochie doing shit. Poochie ain't doing this, that. He always smoking a cigar. But my partner, my army buddy, what's up, my man? Nowhere. He was staying with us for paying a couple days truck driver. They would come in my office. It was 1 o'clock in the morning. He's like, "Boy, you still working?" And that's how I get down.
Right.
That's how I get down. So if I want to be 1 or 2 in the afternoon, take my midday smoke break
on the porch.
Yeah,
eating a sandwich.
That's how. But people don't understand that. Like I'm real. Me, 20 hours a day, so I do 4 days a week.
Right.
But people have to be realistic about what they want to do. Is it even, like I said, just that viability? That's very important.
The pressure to put down, the seem like you ain't making it, you ain't doing enough to make it. It's a lot, man. It's a lot to own your own business and to try to push that business forward to be a success.
Especially when we're talking about even tonight, leaving your damn job for this shit.
Right.
That's one of the key things. Just you gotta really make sure this thing, that you leaving this to go into that, and you're not leaving what you thought was a bad situation for a damn horrific situation. You know what I'm saying?
You got the wife on your back say, "I told you not to do that." And if it don't make it, she tells you not to do it. You get what I'm saying? You put us in the basket. I told you not. But if it made it, it was all her idea. She was behind you 100%. You get what I'm saying?
Let your ass do something that she don't want you to do. You might well pull the strap.
Right.
Go get the gimp.
Right.
Get the gimp. Like, remember that old Pulp Fiction?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about once you leave your job for your business, feel free to call in 678-740-9894. Again, that's 678-740-9894. The third one thing to take consideration is business growth. If your business is already generating some income, consider whether growing is growing steadily. You see in customer demand and revenue growth, a growing business can provide more financial security. For years, I would say with the tax business, I was cool with, I would say maybe the first couple ones before I got like a little serious into it. I was cool with just make a little extra money.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then when it hit me, like money started coming in, like shit, I can do all right with this.
Right.
And sometimes you got people that are okay with just making like a little additional supplementary income. Just like having a part-time job. Okay, cool. I might just do a little couple hours at Kroger. I might do a little this, that, on the weekend. You're not looking for that in a career. It's just a little supplement to add to it. And when you start looking at, just business growth is something that's actually, again, like I said, legitimately growing or has the potential to grow, or it's just going to be something added to. And you got to be realistic with that, because when you have that anchor, i.e. your job, again, we're talking about when should you leave your job for your business, you got that anchor, it's real easy to make, I think, a comfortable person decision. Because we know psychologically you can get another job when you got one.
Right.
When you got that pressure of not that main income coming in, that's a whole nother piece of stress that to deal with.
Yeah.
So when we start talking about that from a growth standpoint, with just having that job in place, you got to sit there and just be honest with yourself. Like, is this just something that's going to, can it go past hobby? Can it go past just, a little additional thing we're doing it? You know what I'm saying? And that's not that you hope, not that you dream. Realistic, can this shit grow? Can it expand,
But we all think it can expand. We all think it can grow. We don't ever think that the idea we have for our business is a bad idea. All of us, everyone.
It ain't got to be, it ain't got to be bad. But we start talking about, from a real standpoint, we start talking about growth. Can this part-time thing that I'm making $15,000 additional each year, can this shit go to 50,000? Can it go to 75,000? Can it go 100,000?
And if we make it 15, we all gonna say yes. We all gonna say yes, because we're doing the 15 now. So psychologically, we're gonna think, well, if I'm doing 15 and I'm only working 8 for 2 hours, I can work 6 hours and make 50. You get what I'm saying? So automatically we go on, even though it may not be the case, but we're initially gonna think we can do it.
And that's where the problem comes in, because
Okay.
you're thinking and not knowing.
Right.
Because the 8 that you doing, that shit might be max capacity. You
Uh-huh.
can't do no more. At the end of the day, shit, you got the whole subdivision.
Mm-hmm.
You got half of the town.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, that's all gonna buy.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So sometimes we just that's what I'm saying, the thinking and hoping. But that's the whole point. Realistically, from a growth perspective, how much bigger can I get?
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta sit there and look at that kind of stuff and everything.
But nobody calculates that. Nobody. I don't think a lot of until you get to the bigger companies and the more successful smaller companies like yourself. That's when you start thinking that. But when we start out, when we leaving our job to go to our business, you know what I'm saying, and we making good money in our business part time, we automatically think we're gonna make more money if we work more time. And but we don't ever do due diligence and say, well, shoot, the town got 1,500 people in it. I'm selling the 1,400 of them. We don't ever say that. All we say is, well, I got this 1,400 town. I'm gonna go to the next town.
You might have got a lucky moment,
Right?
a good sale. You know what I'm saying? Like all this shit. I mean, been there, done that, seen it a gazillion times. But that's why realistic got to look at these kind of things, man. And that's why we got a show like this, man. Even the channel, so people can, just sit back for a second. Like, look, that's your world.
Mm-hmm.
That's your world. This is my world. I ain't gonna sit here and tell somebody that's a mechanic, a painter, and all this stuff how to sit here and set stuff up. No, but when you come over on this side, well, you can do this, you can do that. Man, y'all shut the hell up. You know what the hell you talking about?
You know what's a good example of what we're talking about right now?
Mm-hmm.
Social media. We say to ourselves, how they got 3 million followers and they ain't nobody, or how they do that and they ain't, you know what I'm saying? And then you, like me, I struck one time, ain't been able to strike again, but you think you can because you did it once. You know what I'm saying? So
think you got the formula,
right? You think you got the formula, but really, you ain't did your due diligence. Like you say, how do they do it and I can't do it?
Yeah,
right.
And it has nothing to do with your effort.
Right.
It got nothing to do with, like we were just talking earlier about, like with the course. Shit, I can be realistic what I have and have not done.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even sometimes with the videos, pitching it out. I've met my number goals on both channels.
Right.
Real hard. Yeah, and still I ain't hit the growth that I want to make.
Right.
So like, okay, if I do these many videos, let's see. But that hasn't happened still.
Mm-hmm.
So all those kind of things got to be taken into consideration with it. Again, we're talking about things, you need to look at in regards to, we're asking the question, when should you leave your job for your business? And I'm getting you things to take consideration when going through that whole thought process. The next one is debt and obligations. Again, debt and obligations. If you have significant debts, loans, or financial commitments, it may be prudent to reduce these obligations or have a clear plan to manage them before leaving your job. Like I told you guys, I went lean. It took me 2 years, pay out credit cards, get certain things out of the way, don't do certain things, save up certain things, do certain stuff, put myself in a position to leave. Because I would tell you, once I got a little change in my bank and I had that FU money,
ain't nothing like that.
Man, what?
You said what?
Hey, you sound walk about this motherfucker. When you know you got money, well,
they can say good morning wrong.
What? And I'm talking about you done left that job again. Whoa, Lord, what the hell I done did? No, hell no. Yeah, this some legit FU money. My bank account good.
Right.
I'm here because I want to be here. I don't need to be here. And when you got that low, and I think a lot of people can get closer to that than they think if they're willing to be uncomfortable for a certain period of their life. I ain't saying you gotta eat ramen noodles for them for years. I am saying that you need to just, if you can put yourself just when you're a little uncomfortable for a bit, you can get some things accomplished that you want to get. Everybody want to be uncomfortable. No, everybody they want to get to a certain destination the way they want to get there. That shit, unfortunately, don't work like that.
Yeah, everybody don't want to be uncomfortable. I'm guilty of that. I don't want to be uncomfortable. I want to enjoy these last summers I got. I don't want to be uncomfortable. But if I probably was a little bit more uncomfortable, I probably could do a few more of the things to make this a lot more successful. But it's like, yeah.
But I mean, you rational man, you still realistic about if I want this, I got to do this
Right.
to get there and everything. But I think a lot of times people will use excuses why they ain't got certain things. You know, that's why I say sometimes I ain't never been comfortable on that person dictating my shit. If I wanted to do it, I'm gonna do it.
Right.
If I have to be uncomfortable, do certain things, I do it. But you just gotta be realistic. Me and you talk all the time, and I don't want to do that shit. Cause I know what I got to do to get there.
Right.
I can say I want that, but I ain't interested in doing that. No more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, and I can be honest with myself with that. With that said, I don't have expectations that will require things that I don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can make this, I can make that kind of money. Yeah, I can, but I ain't interested in shit no more.
Right.
That ain't me.
I'm not interested in what it would take to do that.
Exactly. Exactly mundo.
Right.
Exactly damn mundo.
I'm gonna give you a good example. When you be talking about the podcast, and I said, well, Poochie, I mean, you probably just do it at home now. You got it. You like, I don't want to do that. I mean, I'll do it at home and not thing, but that's just not what I want to do.
Now, I'm we're working on the book right now. I mean, I was sitting there meeting with some illustrators the other day and just having a conversation. Like, I can sit over there and just, man, that ain't me. That ain't me. I'm
Right.
not, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's not my world.
Right.
There are so many things that I could do to say, okay, well, I got the book, I can draw this, I can do that. That shit, no. The time I'm spending trying to draw stuff, edit, and all this other kind of stuff, let me get this person the money, and then let me do what I do, you know, good. That's hustle. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of times people want to be the jack of all trades. You can do this, you can do that. Yeah, you can. But you gotta understand something. The biggest thing you're losing, which is time. Know what you do right.
Right.
And everybody not really willing, like I said, willing to think like that. I gotta pay this, I gotta pay this man this, I gotta pay them that, I can do this and I can get all the money. You're not. Your two arms, your two legs gonna be at max capacity. Right. So instead of you worry about making the 5, make the 3. You know what I'm saying? Make the 3.
And pay the 2.
Pay the 2. You know, go smoke a cigar in the middle of it.
Right. Pay the 2, make the 3, and smoke a cigar the last little bit of it.
And the thing of it is, you'll make a whole lot more 3s than you will making the 5s because your ass free.
And then you not as wore out.
Hell no.
You're not tired to forget the free. Just wore out and tired from making so many 5s.
Yeah. Like Master P said, I thought I told you. Man, shit. Man, hey, man, I'm telling you, that's one of the biggest problems people got.
Yeah.
They want to do every damn thing, man. Nah, you can't.
You gave me some good information. One of the best pieces of information you ever gave me when you told me to sit down and add up my time cutting that grass, how much it costs, and how long it takes somebody else to cut.
Bro,
man, life ain't been the same since.
Man, I done had many a conversation where you go cut grass. I have at least, you better crib 20 to 30 bushes.
Right.
Bushes.
Right.
In my yard.
Right.
Bushes. And we ain't went into, just the grass, just the bushes. But what it was about 20 minutes yesterday? The guy that probably wasn't no time.
Oh, yeah. It's like an hour.
No, he went an hour. He was there about 20 minutes. I'm talking about in and out how quick you finish. Now, we was out there, it'll be some hours.
You still be out
there.
Yeah,
exactly. So, and most importantly, the cost that it took me to purchase the damn mowers, blowers, cutters, and all that kind of
gas
stuff.
For it.
Man, I never get it back.
Yeah.
Pay the man. They charge me $70 every time I hit the yard. In and out 20 minutes. Boom, 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 boom.
Right.
And those guys are able to hit with that. By them being able to do that as quick as they are, they probably do 30, 40 yards a day.
Hey, right.
Just doing that kind of stuff and everything.
Within the 4 hours it take me to cut this grass, he probably did 9 yards.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's just the point of like, I'm spending all this time trying to find time to cut the grass in between podcasts and regular working, no days off. And I was like, man, I pay this guy a little $65. Let him cut this half acre, call it a day.
Well, it's the key when you start being the evolution of a business owner.
Mm-hmm.
When you start working on the business instead of in the business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when you working in it, you lose that main commodity you just talked about, and that's time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what a lot of times I think people have to be realistic about, that person can pass what they can and can't do. Again, tonight's show, we're talking about when should you leave your job. Again, we're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. LinkedIn, TikTok, and Twitter. The main hub is the Mr. Short Dollar YouTube channel where we talk about personal finance, business, and entrepreneurship. Feel free to call in, guys. Call in. Call in if you want to leave your job, thinking about leaving your job, you got a funky experience when you tried to leave or when you were even prospecting. Call us, share your story with us or ask your question. 678-740-9894. Again, that's 678-740-9894. Free Spirit 5061 says hello all there on TikTok. Appreciate you tuning in. The next one, again, we're talking about key consideration that you need to think about if you're looking to leave your job for your business. The next one is healthcare benefits. You got to evaluate your access to healthcare and other employee benefits. Leaving your job, that means losing those benefits. So it's essential to have a plan of healthcare coverage. Like the biggest thing, I'm gonna tell you, the main factor, Lab, was everybody know I'm a disabled vet. And once you pay 50%, that's when you get free healthcare.
Okay.
I know my ex-wife had healthcare with her job for the kids.
Right.
But like, okay, cool. I want to just be able to cover me.
Right.
So once I got past 50, that was just it.
Right.
Like, okay, cool. Now, because again, that's really what I think holds a lot of people in a lot of places.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Healthcare. Yeah.
You're doing it because you don't know shit wrong, or we all, once you go north of 40, something popping, aching,
every day.
You know
Wake
what I'm
up
saying?
aching.
Exactly. I know my ass get up like damn Optimus Prime every morning.
Me too. That's on the edge of the bed going.
Shit. I gotta stretch my hip, my back, my neck, and my back. Shit. Oh, that gonna be hurting, man. So, with that said, that's the key thing. I think a lot of folks gotta take consideration. And man, I'm just telling you, with that said, it is so many damn people will just walk out of some shit. No one ain't got it covered.
Mm-hmm.
But even with that said, a lot of folks walk around here, they ain't had a damn physical 5 or 10 damn years.
10 years.
Shit. Got all kind of health care in place.
Right. Ain't had no blood drawn at all. Ain't had nothing tested.
Go see your doctor, everybody.
Yeah.
Go see your doctor. I don't like
mental
that.
and physical.
I don't like going either. Gotta be nervous and everything and stuff like that. But I stay on top of it. But at the end of the day, if you're gonna be out here busting your ass making this money, at least be around and enjoy the shit.
Right.
You at least be around and enjoy the shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really got nothing left to my ex-wife. So, the kids, they can go and have their fun. But I used to be like, man, shit, I ain't got time to be the dad of my damn wife. She got her Mr. Newton, Mr. enjoying all my shit. Will be you been blowing my money out left.
But we'll be driving new Ferraris.
Yeah.
Bentleys.
But that would be definitely. But healthcare, I think that is something that a lot of people. Thank you for calling the dollar. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, just a call or a quick question. So you're asking when should people leave their job or working for someone else to go on their own, but is there really ever for some people, they like both of them simultaneously? I mean, I think maybe we should take away the pressure or the expectation that you need to leave one for the other. Why can't you do both and sort of add it as multiple streams of income?
Well, the question is not to leave. The question is, when should you leave your job for your business? I'm a big proponent. I've said it before. That was quick. Well, to answer the question, I appreciate you calling. The question is not, it's not pushed to, hey, leave your job. Is, answering the question, when should you leave your job for your business?
Uh-huh.
I'm a big proponent. Keep your damn job as long as possible.
Right.
I left my job, really and truly, be honest with you, until I just felt like I was just treated so unfairly. You know what I'm saying? And with doing it. I was making decent wages.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not one to push leave your job.
Just leave just because.
Not just because. If you can milk that cow forever, milk it.
Right.
Milk it. I'm gonna be honest with you. And it may be me, might be my attitude. It went in my work ethic, because I can just say even with my old job. 15 years there, working as a government accounting, never had a negative audit, never had a negative performance report, never. So it wasn't no shit like that. But I just couldn't advance.
Mm-hmm.
And like I
Right.
said, I wouldn't get negative reports, but it was just other people.
The glass ceiling was steel.
Yeah, but I'll put it somewhere else and probably, progress. Probably so. But at that point, I'll keep going to that place and work for people ain't smarter than me.
Right.
Do this shit for myself. And I probably be making probably 3 times as much money. I'm straight now, but I probably making 3 times as much money.
Right.
If I was in the corporate sector, with shit 20 years experience and damn advanced degrees, with doing it, I'm cool. But to answer the question, it's not a mix of
one or the other.
One or the other. It's not a mix of that. It's when the question get asked. With doing it. If you're in a situation where you can do it, that's cool. But one thing about it, and I will say this, you have to be realistic about what you can and can't do. Because like we were just saying a little while ago, if you got your job, which is your anchor, and you're moonlighting with this additional stream, is that additional stream taken away from your job? Is it affecting your performance at your job? Is that additional stream is something you don't fell in love with, now you want to leave, and you don't know how much you can give to it because you got commitments with your job, and that's realistic shit that happens.
That additional stream making 4 or 5 times more than your regular job.
Exactly, and you don't know a lot of times if those things are going to happen until you get into it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not to answer the question. It's not a question of not having both. It's not an issue of having both. It's just more so to answer the question when it arises. When should you leave? Because that's a legitimate question. That's a legitimate question because at the end of the day, I can be honest with you. And I was telling William on the way over here, he was at just about when I met Lab, and I said, man, I was a guest on here, with Donna, and I said, man, Daddy like running his damn mouth,
right?
And shit, I fell in love, and I'm sitting there like, man, I fell in love with the whole point of shit. I could just sit here and just talk
and make money.
My whole life I've heard, shut the hell up, Poochie. Poochie, you talk too damn much.
Right.
And I can let the motor run. Hell no.
Either two.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Right.
Shit. So with that said, you don't know how certain things are till you get into it.
Right.
We're doing it. But I am a big proponent. Milk the cows as long as you can. And when it gets to those points, I've done videos on it also, kind of let we're expounding on it, but just hitting the points, just knowing like, shit, I ain't liking this no more. I like this thing here better. Or the opportunities I didn't think about. Or kind of like, and I also kind of hopefully keep a happy marriage between the two. Because I've been telling you, I have folks that at job and they're like, man, they're doing their part-time shit over there, man.
Right.
You got work to do, man.
Right.
Why you over there sitting there cutting out stuff, doing online orders and stuff like that? We got a job. So you just how to kind of keep that stuff together because it can affect it. If you start having some kind of growth or commitments with it and everything like that. I want to be damn Mr. Real Estate guy. I got to leave my job, deal with damn contracts and shit. Like that stuff happens.
It does.
And you don't know it really until you get into it. So again, it's not an issue of you can't. And I appreciate you calling in.
Let me ask you a question. I mean, cut you off. Do you think that this is a good question answer session? Because I feel like a lot of people might stay at their job too long.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It may not be a question of should I leave my job for my business? More of I don't know when to leave my job for my business. You get what I'm saying? I don't know when. I don't know when's a good time. I mean, it might be a great time. You might be making money hand over fist, but you just don't know. You staying too long.
I think a lot of times, even when you retire, a lot of times people stay maybe a year or two after, past when they should have left and everything. But you got to be right too. Not necessarily financially, just mentally.
Right.
Ready to be, be able to embrace change and differences and stuff like that. Especially
the structure.
Especially not forced out of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't forced out of my job, from they fired me, but I was so damn miserable. Shit, I'm thinking about 187. Shit. That postal shit real, man.
Right.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, Lamb, is that that's probably for another show. But people gotta be realistic about, when you say certain things to people, do certain things, you don't have no kind of control of their response.
Right. What they gonna
you
tell
customer being mean, and they shooting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is real, man. That don't justify it. But
It
people really need to be
happens.
thinking about that kind of stuff. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? When you see this stuff, like these people going, what was that? FedEx last year, or whatever, and the young guy and all this other stuff. These people here, you don't know
What people are going through on a daily basis.
or what the hell they going through, or how they gonna handle certain
Mhm.
things. People really need to be taking consideration of that kind of stuff. Be very, very mindful of that when you're doing certain things. Let me get back on track again. Tonight's show, we're talking about when should you leave your job for your business. That was a great call we had before. People feel free to call in 678-740-9894. Again, 678-740-9894. When should you leave your job for your business? Again, if you got questions about when you should do it, how you should do it, experience you had or whatever, any kind of insight or question to ask, please feel free to call in 678-740-9894. And what we're talking about again now is just key considerations that people should take or think about in regards to if they are planning to leave their job, right? And the next one is network and support. Building a support network is crucial to establish connections in your industry, seek mentors, and engage with like-minded entrepreneurs who can provide guidance and support. Far too often, people don't know enough people to do certain things to be able to thrive and survive out there in entrepreneurship. Having connections, when that could be, i.e., mentors, idea banks, added suppliers,
Mm-hmm.
access to them, capital,
Right.
all that kind of stuff. Be able to sit here and do that. Just people in your industry. Hey man, y'all experiencing this? What kind of trends you have? I got friends of mine that are in the tax prep industry. Hey man, look, you going through this? What you going through that? What was the big thing a couple years ago when everybody went crazy by their stimulus checks in their account?
Yeah.
So I'm calling all my other partners that got tax businesses. Hey, what's going on? Well, this is what happened to me. This is what happened to me. And it was crucial because that was a nationwide stampede.
Right.
Whereas, like, if I was by myself, I was stuck. Really had to figure out a lot of stuff. But because I had a network of people that was in my industry, I could just call, lean on, hey, let me run this by you. What you think about this and stuff? So I think that is very, very crucial. People, your idea is not original.
Yeah.
So you trying to keep everything to you because you worry about somebody steal it. It's probably thought of before.
They're gonna come up eventually anyway. I had to learn that. I ain't gonna lie, I had to learn that because I be thinking of stuff like, man, but to be honest with you, it's gonna come out anyway. And if you're doing it on social media, if you're doing it in any type of way the public can see it, it's gonna come out. They're gonna take it. They're gonna get it anyway if they want it. If they want to take it, they're gonna take it. But like you say, it's not original.
How many rappers you said they got too by style?
Right.
Really? 40-some million people in this country. Really?
And your style,
Yeah.
you the one who thought that style.
I rap with the red jacket.
Right.
Yeah, you gonna wear a red jacket out there. That's my style. I got my red, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, you got a blue bandana just like me.
Right.
That don't make no sense to stole my style.
Right. But it happens.
I can't laugh.
It happens. And people be dead serious about it.
As hell, rather damn murder behind it.
Right.
So dead ass. And then the next one, we're talking about key considerations people need to think about in regards to if you want to leave your job for your business. The next one is being personal readiness. Assessing your own readiness for entrepreneurship. Are you emotionally prepared for the challenges, uncertainties, and potential setbacks that can come with running a business? That's what I do think a lot of folks have. They don't know till they'll go through it.
Mm-hmm.
See, when you want to say, okay, look, I want to do my own business. When you already have in your mind said, okay, I'm used to maybe doing this on the side. I did and got money coming in. And when you out there, that's your only form of income coming in. Now you're sitting there like, shit, this ain't coming in. I'm trying to think of ways to get on track to get more money coming in, and it ain't happening. Stuff ain't moving as fast. Am I built for the long haul? Am I built to not quit? You know what I'm saying? What I always say, you can't have the freedom of an entrepreneur but want the security of an employee.
Right.
That shit don't work like that.
Do you think people really assess their readiness? Like, because we all think we're ready. we all think we're ready.
Mhm.
But do you think people really do a critical assessment of their readiness to take on the responsibilities of their business?
No, because they don't know. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know to look at it like that.
No.
There's so much. It's just like when you go, like you get any kind of, just say you've been doing a job for years. You know, there are so many things that you go to what they call it, continuing education
Mhm.
or certification class. Like, damn, I ain't know that.
Yeah.
You know, so even like from me, I ain't even went to just say you go get a formal education on something. But a lot of times you ain't really know what to think. You don't think about it.
Mhm.
You know, how many times people look at this show,
Right.
or even I look at somebody else's show, like, damn, bro, I ain't think about that. That was something just another tool for the tool kid.
Mhm.
You think about most times people don't know,
Yeah.
and they think because of from their vantage point. It's just kind of like when you get, just like you get, educated or experienced. Initially, this your vision, and the
Mhm.
more education, experience, however you want to put it on either way, now your vision go like this. Your
Mhm.
blinders off. And a lot of times, people, because they have this, they think this is the right way. Because that's what they have exposure with. I.e., what we were talking about a lot of time. And I'm not saying that all the union workers think like this, but again, a lot of it is based on exposure.
Mhm.
And some of the people that negotiate shit, I'm sure they sitting at the table with them executives, and they're getting that information.
Right.
Listen, we give you this, we got to do this. And if
Right.
we do this, we don't know how the economy is going to react to that.
Mhm.
They have exposure to it, but the people on the damn, in the break room,
They don't know about that.
and don't give a damn about it either.
Right.
Don't
Nope.
give a damn
All
about
they
it.
care about is what they check looks like at the end of the day.
Exactly.
What that net look like at the end of the day.
Exactly. So that's those kind of things. When you start looking at that, I think people need to be realistic.
Mhm.
Your family, your family situation, living situation. How's your spouse gonna react? You know what I'm saying? You don't went from going to work every day, come home, and now
Just sitting in their face all day.
yeah, sitting their face all day, or your ass gone out there.
Right.
You coming home, you gone all the damn time trying to sell your shit,
Mhm.
and then when you do get home, you ain't come up with no money.
And it's 11, 12 o'clock at night.
Smell like Bruce Wayne.
For all the business deals are made. They're on the golf course.
Oh, fella. The next one is market conditions. Consider the current economic and market conditions. A strong economy and favorable market conditions can be more conducive to starting a business. And that's and with putting that down, I thought about that later. A strong market, strong economy can be conducive to a successful business. But also, there is also success to be made in down times.
Mhm.
A lot of folk got fat in the pandemic.
Yeah, they did.
A lot of folk got fat. Me, I'm one of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them. And I ain't making the damn money I was making 2 years ago.
Right.
Shit, no. Hell no. I be listening when they say there's a new variant.
When it's gonna hit? When is it gonna hit?
Oh boy. What's this right here? Appreciate Free Spirit 5061 on TikTok said, no, you don't think because you're watching them make it move, people looking so easy, then said the people that are watching make it look so easy. And that's it. A lot of time when you have success, you're doing stuff, you're not tripping on or sweating on certain things. People will look at it and say, like, shit, I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
I can do
He
it.
can do it.
Yeah, if he can do it, because you figure they're equal to you some shape, form, fashion. They put their pants on one leg at a time just like you. And that's right.
Mm-hmm.
But they got a skill set that you don't have, and you might can't see.
Mm-hmm.
And you probably got one too, but
Right.
that's uniqueness of people, right? But I think but that's why we go to that personal assessment of ourselves, like, shit, like he can handle that. He built for that.
Right.
I ain't.
I'm not.
Yeah, I can do this kind of stuff, and a lot of folks ain't built for that. And that's why I think a lot of why I say that personal assessment is real crucial with doing it, knowing you, knowing what you can and can't do. And we start looking at those market conditions. You gotta know, man. Like, okay, am I gonna put this stuff in an environment of people spending money and stuff like that? Those demographic research that people do, market research, people really skip over that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I see that so often. Where people want to make a certain kind of restaurants, certain kind of prices. Well, who putting in there?
Mm-hmm.
And everything. I was sitting there, man. I was looking at a spot that I thought was a nice little grown and sexy spot that I was looking at, but then I see something like that communication maybe doing like a biker night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not tripping bikers,
Right.
but damn, man, I go in there with my, Gucci.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Your gators.
Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Peruka boots, you know what I'm saying? Like, hit that Levi's and leather vest. Just to do the whole ambiance.
Grim Reaper motorcycle.
Yeah.
Motorcycle.
You know what I'm saying? My head shine.
Right.
The dude got hit that blue bandana.
The Grim Reaper
Yeah.
motorcycle gang.
Hey, what the hell going on?
Right.
So, and it's not to knock them, but it's promoted as this.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of times, what caused that, lab? What caused that? People that panic because money ain't coming,
right.
and then they just shit. We got to
They
get
trying
something
anything.
in. But what happened is because you don't stay true. When you don't stay true to shit, that's where you're gonna lose, your base with things. I was in a speakeasy a couple weeks ago, and there was a guy came in. The speakeasy, you're going to speakeasy. It's more conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Just having at the bar sitting there, nice place, ambiance good. Guy came in, brother like, hey man, you feel vibing, but he came in, and everybody know it wasn't a attire requirement.
Right.
Everybody know kind of like
just
a little
bit grown.
Business casual at least.
Right.
The man came out with his hat tipped to the side, cool. With no problem with it because they didn't trip on it. Hey man, y'all gonna cut the game on? But the bartender was like, nah, we don't do this. Big ass TV there, but the TV got what the shit on your computers? The
Screensaver.
Screensaver.
Okay. Yeah.
The screensaver might be a barn,
Okay.
maybe another barn.
Right.
You may have like a little light jazz selection playing. But he was like, nah, we don't do that in here. And the guy like, damn man, hey, come on, it's a bar. But I thought about it. I can commend the bartender like, no, I get it, but we stay like this, won't do that and everything. And I think a lot of times people, because they're so worried about losing certain things, they'll give it the integrity of their business.
They want to click on that TV.
Exactly. And like I said, I ain't tripping on the bikers, but that ain't no sports bar.
Right.
Not saying that's the only place they can go, but I'm saying that now you don't sit here and not saying the bikers ain't gonna spend money, but if you want to stay this, you got to be this.
Right.
And that's how it is with business. You can't want to be high end and then they won't be low end if you losing money.
Right.
They want to be low end, then you deal with me or somebody feel like okay they can pay it. Now I want to be
right.
Stay who you are. Stay who you are. You got to be real
through the down times, but you keep your integrity, and people know. Well, I can't go on. You can't go in there like that. You get what I'm saying? Like you can't go in there and turn on the game because they don't watch the game in there.
Yeah, that was. I was surprised he stuck with it. He like, nah, dude, like for real. Like, nah, we can't do it.
Right.
I was really surprised he did that, but I applaud him for doing it.
Right.
Again, we're talking about once you leave your job for your business. The next one is legal and regulatory requirements. Ensure you understand and comply with all legal and regulatory requirements for starting and operating your business. This may involve permits, license, taxes, and more. You got to make that compliance is it. There's so many times people want to get out there and start their damn food truck, and they don't want to deal with health inspector, state board,
right,
cleanliness, and all this other kind of stuff because how you do shit in your kitchen ain't necessarily still up to standards of health inspector.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just having just doing construction, having certain safety measures in place. Man, what's up with Clayton County? Shit, I need to say something about it. It's been too many times the damn sheriff got the guys riding. This ain't about it. It just pissed me off this morning. Past couple of days, I've seen it. The guys out there cutting grass, the inmates, they out there cutting grass. Put the damn the yellow markers at least 250 feet away. So if you come around a curve, you ain't about to kill one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, come on now, don't put the shit right there.
Where they cutting?
Exactly. I'm just talking about from a compliance standpoint. Yeah, you get there like, hey man, nobody gonna see this. Put it far enough back. This shit military and CO talking.
Right.
Hey man, let's put this shit in exactly so you have reaction time.
Right.
You don't do that. Man, hey. I'm telling y'all, gonna get one of them damn inmates or somebody killed.
I saw it the other day. I was coming from somewhere, and they had the cone right there, and the guy was just basically standing in the street next to the cone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Put this shit far back, somebody see it. But that was on my mind, man. Get it together, Clayco.
Right.
But legal requirements, that is big, man. Bars, man. You want to start opening up a bar and stuff like that, but you ain't got no money for your liquor license. I mean, your liquor license. Now you hold up stuff and everything. You got to be mindful.
Right.
Cinderella CPT legit about those traffic marks. There you go. Seriously, no, you gotta be, man. Because those just something hit me like, hey, man. But you know, that probably, man, the sheriff, that probably boy.
That's probably why he did it. He's the sheriff.
Yeah.
And if you come around that corner, he can automatically say, well, he was speeding or something like that. Yeah. So he ain't worried about it.
Roscoe Pico Train. Shout out DJ.
Not Roscoe Pico Train.
Yeah. Holster and shit.
Right.
Nah, man, that sheriff one look, he too busy out there texting and smiling.
Right.
He wasn't trying to do the damn work of safety. You know. Again, we'll talk about when should you leave your business, when should you leave your job for your business. Guys, feel free to call in. Get a call in number 678-740-9894. Again, 678-740-9894. The next one is exit strategy. Have an exit strategy in place. Know how you'll pivot or return to traditional employment if your business doesn't succeed as planned. I'm going to tell y'all something. This the God honest truth. I didn't have one.
Okay.
I didn't have one.
And this is exit strategy from your business, not from your job.
Have something in place for, just it's strategy for just because that business don't damn work.
Okay. Now, for your business, not okay. All right.
Wise Deontay Short Dollar should have had that, but I was just so hell bent. Shit, this is it. Mm-hmm. And I heard Steve Harvey say that you don't have a plan B. If you have plan B, there ain't gonna be a strong enough plan A.
Right.
Bullshit. I just say I did a good job and I was lucky.
Right.
But far too often people will sit there and damn near lose the whole farm.
Right.
And end back up at a job and mine ain't right. Instead of like, okay, it just didn't work then or whatever. We're doing it. But you got to kind of have some things in place just in case it don't work. Yeah. That's the reason why you have a spare tire. That's why you have, life reserves on your damn boats and stuff. Shit happens. Yeah. That can be totally out of your control and you do everything right.
And it still can happen.
And it still can happen. So just
like pandemic,
because ego something else,
right?
Ego something else, and sometimes it didn't work.
Yeah,
it didn't damn work, and you can't, hey man, I don't want to sit here and say stuff didn't work. I don't want to be seen as a failure, but failure sometimes just teach a moment.
Yeah,
but you better have something in place just in case shit don't work.
See, people say you don't have a plan B or C because if you have a plan B or C, you won't go hard on that plan A, and that plan A got to be it. You're gonna work very hard on plan A if you don't have a B or C. I don't agree with that either because you still got a family to take care of. If you got a family to take care of, they don't want you just carrying around A. They want to know what B and C gonna be if A fail.
Well, let me tell you this, and the reason why I think that's bullshit because I think if you talk to most people like me that are fully self-employed, we done damn did a lot of other additional emergency shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep stuff going. I'm talking about really from a successful standpoint, it's by any means necessary. Mm-hmm. If I gotta go pump some gas, I gotta go work at racetrack, QT at night, do this kind of stuff to keep the lights on while I'm trying to build this other kind of stuff, I'm gonna do that. And a lot of times people say that I don't have that. I think those are the people that are trying to aspire to something that they haven't done, man, because realistic stuff gonna happen. Mm-hmm. And it's not that if it happens, it's when it's happening. When it happens, you need to be prepared. And a lot of people not necessarily prepared for when stuff happens, right? Free Spirit 561 says absolutely. And that's I think, man, a lot of folks missed it. And and that's why I say when folks ain't prepared and got shit in place, man, it can be rough. And you can make decisions or be stuck in a position you don't want to be.
And I don't think it has anything to do with speaking your business into failure, into manifesting your business and failure by having a plan B or C. I think it's a smart thing to do to have a plan B or C. Your plan B or C could be something to better your business. Don't necessarily have to be getting out of the business, but you got to have a plan for when, like you say, not if it's gonna happen, when something happens.
Well, we talk about it all the time, man. Being successful got a lot to do how you pivot and adjust. Mm-hmm. How you move with changes. You instead of trying to be status quo and keep doing the same thing, you based on one thing and then everything totally changed.
Like us, when we the pandemic, we did the podcast on Zoom. Remember, we live stream on Zoom. We had to pivot and figure out how to still have these podcasts without us all being in the room.
My business exploded because we offer virtual remote service.
Right.
So when they said like Boston Jackson, you all them closed down, I got fat
Mm-hmm.
because I'm sitting there like, hey, what was it? Google Hangouts.
Uh-huh.
What is Google Hangouts? Hey, as I'm doing that, that was Zoom exploded.
Right.
That's when go meetings and all that stuff exploded because of that demand for that stuff. People had to be able to work remote. I was a little bit ahead of the curve because that's what we used in grad school.
Right.
So I exploded from that perspective, man. So those kind of things, being able to pivot and adjust, you got to be realistic about, your aptitude. And that goes to the last one, we're talking about that passion and commitment. Assess your passion and commitment to your business idea. A strong drive and dedication can be crucial for overcoming challenges. Guys, shit gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Shit gonna happen. You need to be honest with yourself. If you leave this anchor, i.e. your job, and you get out here in this damn wilderness, can you handle it? Can you handle it? Are you typically one of the people that shy away from adversity? Do you shy away from change? Do you shy away from responsibility and accountability? If so, you might want to just keep this as, a moonlighting thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because when that shit is all on you, it's a whole different animal.
Yeah.
It's a whole different animal. Everything that you did, put a lot of effort in, will show. Everything that you didn't put a lot of effort in, will show. And everything that you put a lot of effort in might not be, positive.
Mm-hmm.
I spent a lot of time making videos. Man, this is gonna be a good one. This is a lot of great information, and it don't do shit.
Yeah. Royalty Beautifully Event says you're definitely right. We're having a business, things happen. When having a business, things happen unexpected.
All the time.
Uh-huh.
Pivot and adjust. That's what you got to be able to pivot and adjust.
Right.
If you can't pivot and adjust, move on the fly, do certain things and stuff like that, you ain't gonna last long because your plan is just that, a plan. You know what I'm saying? That ain't the law. That ain't the rule. That ain't the rule, man. That's
Right.
the rule. That's why it's easy at our jobs because pretty much we plug and play.
Mm-hmm.
Everything wrote down, the policies, the procedures, the process.
We just gotta follow it.
You gotta follow.
Right.
Plug and play, right?
Right.
Your ass leave, get sick, die, they put somebody else in there, keep it moving.
Uh-huh.
When it's your shit, you gotta create it, maintain it, all this kind of stuff, facilitate it,
Mm-hmm.
and you paying for the shit in the meantime while you doing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hoping that it works.
That's the key part.
So that's why I say you gotta do that personal assessment to make sure that this something you love doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's something you love doing and stuff like that. And I really would say to people, like, money is a great motivator. It's a great motivator. But a lot of times money is not going to keep you around when shit don't go dry, because when things happen and money slow down and money disappear, what's going to be your motivation thing? And I think everybody need to kind of make those personal assessments. And I really appreciate the conversation we had tonight. So, and I hope it kind of, left everybody with something and everything. And if anything run across your mind, remember to go to Mr. Short Dollar on YouTube and leave a comment on the video, because the whole video in its entirety be there. If you came in the middle of it, remember go to the YouTube channel, subscribe, and check the whole video out. So if it's something that we cover, hopefully it'll be able to help you. Help you with your decision making. If you want to leave, you want to stay, you want to kind of just expound on a couple of things, in your journey. Either way with it and stuff. I hope it impacts you in a positive way. So from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thanks for all the love and support you guys have given us. It's been a great show as always. Y'all be safe out there. You got anything going on this weekend? No, ain't nothing going on this weekend or anything like that. No, nothing major. What about you, Lab? Nah, nothing going on. But look, everybody, thanks again for all the love and support. Take care of yourself. We'll be back with Change the Lives next week. Love you all. Be safe. I'll talk with you soon.